Good morning, everyone, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast and oracle reading. Okay, so we have our tea and our beverages of choice this morning because we need it. It's early, so let's get some cards out and let's see what's going on. Let's see what weather we have for this week and what guidance comes through from Spirit to help us, to guide us through this week. Okay, let's start off with just getting a tarot card for the beginning of the week. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Isn't this a beautiful card? Now, what I love the most about this card is that this card is all about independence and living life on your terms and doing things your way. Because the theory behind this card is back in the day, like in medieval times, women were not allowed to practice the art or the sport of falconry. It was not a done thing. And they also obviously weren't allowed to own property or whatever the case was. Now in this picture, this lady, she's got her own bloody falcon and she's got a beautiful estate rich with opulence and abundance, and she's doing it her way. So what I get with this card for the beginning of the week is to be your own authority. Once again, this theme has been coming through a lot. Is to remember your sovereignty, remember your own power, remember you are the boss of you, you are the CEO of your own life, right? You are responsible for creating your own prosperity, especially, and your own independence. You don't need anybody's permission to do that. It's you, it's up to you. And I'm hearing Spirit say, taking responsibility. So it's taking responsibility for our own independence or the lack thereof, right? So take ownership of where you're at. Even if your life is peachy or not particularly peachy right now, take ownership for that and see what can you do if you're not happy to change it. What can you do to create more independence for yourself? Okay, very powerful card that. Okay. Let's get some guidance now from the Archangel Michael deck. I haven't used this deck in a while. So let's see what further guidance and wisdom is here with Archangel Michael. This one grabs my attention immediately. Sense of humor. Lighten up. Life really has been quite serious. Don't take it so seriously. Don't take life so seriously in the beginning of the week. Let's lighten up a little bit. They're showing creating your independence, right? Living your life on your terms with like a skip in your step. Do it with a smile, do it with a little bit of humor, and let's not take life so seriously while we get on with the workness of it all, okay? Then let's get some extra guidance from the wisdom of the oracle, a little bit of elaboration on what we can expect for the beginning of the week. This one. Time for a nap. I have to laugh because this is about let's go, let's create our independence, let's live life on our terms, let's create abundance, let's create prosperity, let's lighten up a little bit and let's take a nap. Okay, when I tune into the energy of this card, oh, it's more than that. Okay, they're saying that as we are growing and expanding, as we always are, as we are evolving, as we always are, we're kicking off this week with how can I be more independent? How can I create more prosperity? How can I be the source of my own, or how can I create my own income? How can I be more independent? And that can let us go a bit down in the dumps and think, oh, well, I can't, or I don't know how to do that, or I don't think I can. No, lighten up about it and say, right, let me be positive about this. Let me just laugh at my silly thought processes of how I can't and I can't and I can't. Let's lighten that up, right? But let us also learn when to rest, because Spirit is saying, or reminding us here that what we're all learning, excuse me, and COVID did teach us this, is that we don't have to work on that treadmill 24/7. We don't need to go and do and do and do. The definition of success does not involve killing yourself. Let's be clear on that, okay? So this card is teaching us to know when to rest, okay? So we do our work, we create our independence, we create our prosperity, We put our energy into doing what we're passionate about to yield an income in return. And we love what we do and we lighten up about everything, but we also know when to take a break, because when we take that break and we recharge our batteries and when we rejuvenate ourselves, then we have more energy and more inspiration to keep doing this. Okay, so yeah, very interesting start to the week, because what I'm hearing Spirit say is that the energy this week is very, very powerful. Isn't it always? But it's a little bit more powerful than usual, because it's like we've been given a boost to come out of our comfort zones. And this energy's been here for a long time, but I feel like it's intense at the minute. So you might feel intense urges to take leaps forward, intense urges to start a new job or even start a business. Spirit is more focusing on, well, it's not that they're focusing more on that, but they're showing as a collective, a lot of us are going to be wanting to find alternative sources of income. So in other words, maybe we're going to be wanting to start a side hustle or start a business or what have you. So it's really creating independence. Okay. All right, breaking free from slavery. I'm hearing that's an interesting word. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at the middle of the week. What guidance is here, please, for the middle? The Fool. We're getting this card a lot as well. Now, this is my favorite depiction of this major arcana, because this lady is, you can see it's on the edge of the cliff. She wants to leap into that sacred pool of water. She wants to cool off. She wants to have a swim, but she's like, yeah, I'm too scared. I'm going to just hold on to the stick of the familiar here. Okay. So the guidance and the advice of this card is to take the leap. Okay. Whatever guidance comes through to you, whatever intuitive nudges you get in the beginning of the week where I want to do this, I want to try that, but ow, I'm too scared. Spirit is saying, take a jump anyway. Leap into it, because how is Spirit supposed to help you and catch you if you don't take the leap first, right? Okay. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do or to create, to especially create that independence, now is the time. Okay. Right, so there's that. Now let's get some further guidance from the Archangel Michael deck. How do we take this leap? What do we need to do to take these leaps? This one. You can't make this up. New beginnings and a fresh start. Okay. When I tune into the energy of this card, I'm assuming this angel is standing on top of what looks like the sun. Okay. Now we're in Leo season at the moment, and Leo's ruler is the sun. So again, I'm getting this feeling of be brave, Leo energy, be brave, be confident, believe in yourself, right? Because that's the jet fuel that's needed to get things off the ground. Okay, we need that belief, we need that confidence, otherwise we're going nowhere. Okay, so yeah, there's further confirmation, new beginnings and a fresh start. Okay, let's get some wisdom of the oracle for the middle of the week on these new beginnings. What do we need to know about these new beginnings? Regeneration. Again, look at the new theme here. We've got like hot lava, like volcanic lava, and there's this little tree doing its best to regenerate itself out of this hot lava. So this tells me life might have felt like that over the last while, like we've been in hot lava and it's been a bit hell on wheels, and now we're regenerating. We're ready for new beginnings. Okay, now I want to read out the message of this. Let's find it. Let's get further elaboration on this, because this is so potent. There's 3 cards with the same meaning. Okay, the oracle's message for this card is second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Cannot make this up. Now, can you? Okay. Now, let's see. What do we have for Friday and the weekend? What do we have? What energy, what weather do we have for Friday and the weekend? What do we have? This one. Hey, the Tower. Okay, this Tower card is actually very similar to this. It means regeneration. Whatever falls apart, let it. Whatever falls apart clearly is not meant to continue. Okay. What I'm hearing Spirit say here, okay, as we get going with these new beginnings, right? As we get going with doing new things and making new things happen, and we regenerate and we growing and expanding, that creates a ripple effect in our external world, and it may cause certain things that are no longer in alignment with you to fall down as the tower falls, okay? Now, the Spirit is saying it's not a bad thing. It's not bad, because whatever it is that you are releasing, or whatever it is that falls down or falls apart, you kind of knew it was going to. Or you felt the need to want to let it fall apart, if that makes sense. So whatever falls apart, let it. It is supposed to fall apart. They're likening this to, you know, when a snake sheds its skin, okay? That skin falls off because it's no longer needed, right? It's the same theory. So that's what that is about for Friday and the weekend. Now let's get some elaboration from Archangel Michael. What guidance is here for us, please, on the Tower over the weekend? This one grabs my attention. Energy healing work. Okay, when I tune into the energy of this card, Spirit is saying, watch your energy over this weekend. They're saying we have choices. We can either look at what's falling apart or falling away or falling off as, oh no, this is just awful. Or we can look at it as, oh, well, this is actually quite good. This is kind of what I wanted to happen all along. Celebrate it. Choose the energy. Choose the frequency that you want to be on here with this, okay? Let's put this into context. Let's ask Spirit for an example. So over this weekend, whatever falls apart, falls away, falls down, okay? What example can we use? The example they're using is, they love using career as an example. And they've used this before, where you could be thinking, well, I'm sick and tired of working for somebody else. I want to work for myself. I want to have my own business. I want to do my own thing. But I'm scared to let go of my job. I want to keep my job. You know, it's awful, but it pays the bills, right? That's no longer in alignment with who you are, right? You're busy evolving. So what happens? Because you're meant to go on to do something else, what happens? That job will either just end abruptly, or you'll get fired, or you'll be retrenched, or the company will close down, or something will fall. Something will happen to release you from what is no longer serving you, so that you can move on to something 10 times better. And the most important part is moving on to something that is more in alignment with who you are now busy becoming. Okay, think of it that way. All right, let's get some guidance from the wisdom of the Oracle. And let's see what guidance is here for Friday and the weekend. Happy. See, I told you it wasn't bad. Okay, what sticks out for me is this egg that she's standing on, and there's a little keyhole there. The key to happiness, I'm hearing. The key to happiness is freedom. Freedom, being set free, being freed, being released from all that has been holding us back. That is the key to happiness, I'm hearing. All's well that ends well. I'm hearing Spirit say course correction. So it feels like this week is exactly that. It's a course correction. If we've been on a path that we deep down know is not right for us, okay? The universe has a quirky way of helping us to be redirected to where we're ultimately meant to be in the end. So in the beginning of the week, as we are saying yes to independence, self-reliance, sovereignty, making things happen, being the creator of everything that we need, making it happen and all the rest of it, that is going to trigger change in our external world, which is necessary. Okay. All right. Let's finish it off nicely here with a card from the Gateway of Light Activation. And let us sum up this week. Please excuse my dogs barking. It's rubbish bin day, and that's their favorite time to bark the whole neighborhood down. So here we are. Okay, what guidance is here, please, for us for this week? How can we sum up this week nicely, please? Right. Swine. Crystal Skull Wisdom, Clarity, Divine Healing, High Vibrational Energy. Beautiful card, this one. I love all the artwork on these cards. Okay, let's see. What is the write-up? Crystal Skull Activate. No, Crystal Skull Wisdom. Okay, the message on this card says, all aspects of your life are becoming clearer at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from to have a more focused path. You may have felt indecisive, but now you are downloading direct guidance from the heart of Source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. Know that downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness, sorry for the dogs, for the calmness they bring. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal Skull downloads are here to bring clarification to what you have been receiving within. In order for the next phase of your journey to unfold, you must follow the information you have received. You know what you need to do to heal and grow. If you've been asking for a sign that the healing work you have been doing has been successful, trust that this card is the message you've been waiting for. How beautiful is that? What a beautiful way to sum up everything we were just talking about. Okay, there you go, guys. I hope that you have an amazing week, and I hope that this helps you. And once again, thank you so much for being here, for subscribing and for sharing and for liking and doing all the things that social media people do. Sending you all so much love. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.